Loves, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So we're going to be testing out the new KAB Cosmetics Day Night Palette. That's what it looks like. So I purchased mine at Walmart for $20, and I did two different looks. So I did a nighttime look, and I also did a daytime look. They can be reversed. You can use the daytime for the nighttime. I was just trying to give an example. But yeah, if you guys end up liking this video, please give it a big old like, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys want to see exactly how I use this palette on my eyes today, then go ahead and keep on watching. So guys, in today's video, we're going to be testing out the new KAB Cosmetics Day to Night Eyeshadow Palette. So what's really strange, you guys, is this has been at Walmart for a little over a week, and I've had my eye on it. I paid $20 for this at Walmart, but here's the strange thing. So BoxyCharm Maze Base Box is also going to have this palette, you guys, but instead of it being white, it's going to be black packaging, and also it's said to retail at $54. I've done some comparisons online and stuff, you guys, and the palettes, they almost look the exact same. So what would make this palette $20 at Walmart, $54 on the KAB website, and $54 in BoxyCharm? I'm really not sure there, you guys. Like I said, this is white, the other one is black. I don't know, I'm really confused. I really hope I get that palette in my BoxyCharm just so I can kind of compare the two and see what the price difference is. Like maybe they just created, you know, this palette, the Day to Night palette, in like a cheaper version. I'm not really sure. If you guys have any idea why that is, please let me know down below. So I've already got my eyelids primed and set, so we're going to jump right into this palette. But look how beautiful, you guys. So many like burgundy or reddish tones. I'm super excited to play around with this. So I'm kind of debating if I want to do two looks in one, but that's probably what I'll do just to kind of give you guys a feel for the palette. So I'm first going to go in with the deepest matte shade, and it is called Cocoa, and I'm taking a really small, precise blending brush. And this palette also does have a mirror, you guys, which I always love in a palette. It's so nice to have a mirror. So I'm just going to start carving out my crease. So now that I got the shape that I want, I'm just going to go back in and make sure everything is nice and dark. Oh yeah, see, this color is definitely buildable, because at first I really wasn't getting that super dark brown shade. So on the eye, this is definitely true to a chocolate brown. It does have a slight red undertone. So now that we have that shadow nice and laid down, no extra product, I'm just going to start blending. Just like slightly blending upwards, not too far up, just right along the edge. Seems to be blending out really, really well. We're going to go ahead into the next shade, and I'm going to take the shade Terracotta, which is this one right here. Not going to pick up a lot of product, just like the slightest bit, just to go ahead and blend out the Cocoa shade. So far, you guys, it's so good. Colors are blending together beautifully. But this is definitely a fairly expensive brand to be sold at Walmart. Usually Walmart brands are like $14, $15 and under. So for a $20 palette, I do think that's a little bit more pricey, especially for like Walmart. So now that we've lost a little bit of that brown, I'm going to go back into the deeper brown shade. So I'm going to take this Naked shade right here, and I'm going to apply this right under my brow bone. Just kind of blend it into the deeper shades. So I'm considering going in with the Moon Dust shade. So it's like a light kind of silvery shade, but it is so pretty. So it would be this one right here. And then we have this Starlight shade, which is more of like a kind of like a goldish grayish shade. I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Starlight shade just because I feel like it's going to go better with this eye look. Shimmer picked up really nice. Let's go ahead and start applying this on about 1/2 of the lid. Now I need to find a shade to blend this into. I'm going to go in with the shade Luna. This one right here. This is just going to go right here next to it. Very nice, you guys. And there's not a whole lot of fallout, which is a good thing. Okay, so once more, you guys, I'm just going to go back into the deeper Cocoa shade and just apply a little bit more of that. Now that we're done with the nighttime side, I'm going to go into the daytime side, and it's going to be a different technique than the nighttime side, but you guys will see. So for this side, I'm going to start with my lightest shade, and I'm going to go into a Georgia Peach. And I'm going to blend this right up here above my crease. So now that we have that color laid down, let's go ahead into the next one. So I'm going to grab the shade Burnt Orange. I'm just going to start blending this right through the crease. So now when I'm tapping my brush off with this shade, I'm almost losing all of the pigment. So I'm just going to kind of lightly tap it off. I do want to keep this side a lot lighter because we are going for a daytime kind of look. Next, I'm going to take the shade Dawn, and this is going to go right to my outer V. So I'm going to go back in with my bigger blending brush. Okay guys, let's go ahead in for some shimmer on this side now. I'm going to grab the shade Sunset. Now that I'm thinking, I definitely should have did a purple look. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe next time I use this palette, I'll do a purple look. I'm just going to go ahead and start adding Sunset. Okay, so this is definitely a lot more orange than it is pink, because it looks pink in the pan. Now this shimmer formula, it definitely feels a lot different than the ones I used on this side. This one just doesn't feel like as creamy. But this shimmer shade is beautiful. It's kind of like orange, but it does have like reflex of pink. And just put a little bit more right here. But here is what we are looking like, guys. Honestly, so far, I'm incredibly impressed. I think it's definitely worth the $20, but I'm going to go off camera, apply my false lashes, and then I'll be right back. All right, guys, lashes are on. I also did my lips as well. Let's go in for the bottom waterline. So for this side, at first going back in with the deep cocoa shade. I'm just going to smudge this right along my lower lash line. I'm going to try to keep it as close as I can. And then I'm going to grab the burnt orange shade and just smoke that out. For this side, I'm going to go back into the shade Dawn. I'm going to keep this really close to the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go into Georgia Peach. Go ahead and smoke that out. So for both inner corners, the lightest shade in the palette is this shade Naked. So I'm going to try to apply this. So it definitely brightens a little bit on this side. Let's go ahead and try it on this side. It's not very brightening on this side, but it's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and add some bottom mascara, and then I'll come back and we can do some swatches. Okay, let's go ahead and do some swatches now. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to go over here, and then I'm going to go down through here, and then here. So first going in with Halo. It's like a super light lilac-y shade. You can barely see it. Then I'm taking Twinkle Twinkle, which is the purple shimmer. That's really pretty. Taking Terracotta. Then I'm taking Dusk, which is a dark shimmer shade. That's so pretty. Then I'm taking Burgundy. Wow, you guys, those shimmer swatch really nicely. Then I'm taking Cocoa, which is the deep matte brown. Swatch that again because I actually swatched it into the other shade. So it doesn't swatch, definitely it doesn't swatch as good as it applies. So going into Sunset, which is the light shimmer shade we used on the day side, but you really can't see it. Then going into Burnt Orange. Going into Dawn. Going into Luna, which is a shimmer shade. That's so pretty. Then going into Moon Dust, which I really wanted to use that one. Look how pretty, you guys. It's almost like silver, but it does have like a hint of brown. Then taking Midnight, which is a really deep brown shimmery. Ooh, that's more of like a burgundy. Now I'm going to go into the last row, starting with Naked. It's kind of just like a creamy matte white shade. You can't even see it on me. Then going into Georgia Peach. That's almost non-existent as well. Let me try again. Georgia Peach is also very light. Then taking Golden Hour, which is a gold shimmer shade. Looks really pretty. Oh yeah, that is so stunning. Then taking Stella. That's a really pretty shade as well. These are more so like foiled shimmers. Now taking Sand. So this is one of the matte shades that I did not use, which is really, really pretty. Then last up, Starlight. This looks really pretty. Ooh, so pretty, you guys. So there were all the swatches, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I usually don't do swatches. I don't know. I usually just kind of do the eye looks and then I'm done. But let's go ahead and review this palette, you guys. Giving this a rating, I would give this 9 out of 10 stars. I think it performed fairly well. I did have a little bit of trouble with this side with the shimmer shade, but that is to be expected. But now for this eye, I absolutely love it. Do I think it's worth your $20? Absolutely. I think you get, how many shades do you get? So you get 18 shades for $20, which I do think is a deal. Most shades, most palettes at the drugstore, you don't get that many shades. So I would say this is definitely a deal. And it definitely does perform like high end. Like Morphe palettes, for instance, are like $25. This performs just as well as a Morphe palette does. So yeah, I had a lot of fun playing with this palette. I'm really, really hoping that I get the same palette in BoxyCharm because I want to do a comparison and see what the actual difference is. Because like I said, looking online, putting them side by side, they look the exact same. One is 20, one is 54. So I really want to see what the difference is there. But yeah, if you guys ended up liking this video, please give it a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time.